Are you a lover of Ofe Nsala? If yes, watch this video till the end so that I will show you every step on how you can make your delicious Ofe Nsala using chicken. This is the uziza and oda seed. I'm going to blend and set aside. Next, I'll peel my yams and cut them into medium cubes. Wash them and put into a pot. The yam is going to serve as my soup thickener. After boiling, I'm going to pound it or blend it so that I can use it as my soup thickener. Ensure that your yam is properly cooked before pounding or blending it, else it may end up ruining your soup. Now I'm going to add my washed chicken into the pot. Then I bring in the blended uziza and oda seed. I also add the yam. Then I'm going to add salt for seasoning and seasoning cubes as well. After adding, I'm going to use my spatula to mix up everything together. After mixing it up, I'm going to cover the pot for a while and let the meat steam. Afterwards, I would add enough water that would cook the meat and of course the yam. After adding the water, I'm going to cover my pot. While my pot is covered, I'm going to proceed to prepping other things that I would add to the soup, such as fish. Now I'm making use of ice fish. You can use dried fish if you have any at home. I'll season my fish with salt only, then I go ahead to fry it. Now back to the pot of soup. I would add some blended pepper into it, blended scotch bonnet pepper precisely. I'm going to add it at this point and stir. Afterwards, I'm going to cover it to cook so that it absorbs into the yam and the meat in the pot. Next, I'm going to take out the yams from the pot. Now that the yam is properly cooked, I will take them out completely from the pot of soup. And after I take them out, I would either blend or pound it. After blending or pounding it, I would bring it back into this pot of soup so that it serves as my soup thickener. And when adding this yam after blending or pounding it, do not add everything at once. You add gradually so that it doesn't become too thick. Now I'm going to add my ogiri. The ogiri is a spice that you shouldn't miss when preparing Ofe Nsala. It's a must, it's compulsory. So I've added my ogiri and I'm going to cover to let it dissolve into the pot. Now that I'm done pounding my yam, in this video I actually pounded mine. You can blend yours if you wish. Now that I'm done pounding my yam, I'm going to bring it back into this pot of soup so that it will thicken my soup. After adding the pounded yam into the pot of soup, next I bring in the fried fish. I showed earlier that I would be making use of ice fish. I washed it, seasoned it, and I fried it. Now I brought it back into this pot. Like I said earlier, if what you have at home is dried fish, feel free to make use of it. Actually, the best option is to make use of dried fish. I didn't have any at home and that's why I opted for this particular one. Now, if it's necessary to add a little bit of more water, you add some water, cover. You can see our soup is gradually thickening. Next step, I add blended crayfish into this pot of soup. Crayfish is actually one ingredient that you shouldn't miss when cooking Ofe Nsala. It enhances the taste of Ofe Nsala, so you should ensure you add it generously. After adding my crayfish, I'm going to stir my soup and allow it to thicken properly. That is the final stage, and after our soup is properly thickened, lastly I add my vegetable. I made use of utazi leaf, so add as much as you want because the leaf is actually bitter. So if you want to add a lot, feel free to add, and if you want to add just very little like I did, that's still fine. And this is the final stage. After adding our utazi leaf, our soup is ready to serve with pounded yam or semovita and enjoy. Bye.